I'm James Williams Jr. And if you saw that, that there was proof of life that that shit happened. My mom totally interrupted this damn recording. So here's the third video of me thanking everybody. Because that was just a living fact of proof of what goes on when you're filming an independent film. Somebody, somewhere, somehow will screw something up. And you will probably shoot the same scene maybe 15 times or better. My suggestion for you is have more than one of these. Alright, now I shoot on old footage. I still use DVD cams. Now you can do what you want. These work best for me. You have to be the judge. It works best for you. As I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted because my mom and technology, just like me and technology, do not get along very well. You have to find your niche. Now, I have not been successfully able to evolve with the tech that we use for editing. So I use old ass iMovie on my old ass Mac because I'm poor and I need an upgrade. Now, this Mac that I'm filming on right now does not compute or compete with the other iMovie. So, yeah, I'm virtually screwed. Anyhow, the long and short is I need to upgrade and learn how to upgrade, or my computer needs to be able to use my old tech and upgrade so that I can post it right onto YouTube from my computer, from my hard drive, because I like FireWire, not Thunderbolt and other stuff that's too complicated for me to figure out, because, as I've said before, I'm not 100% a dumbass, but I'm not exactly smart either. Alright, so since I walk on that borderline, let's get back on track on why you need to be aware of these things when you're making an independent film. Because Murphy's Law tends to hang around the set of independent films. All of them. No matter where you film, because most of the time with independent films, I'm going to tell you the God honest truth, you will find yourself in places that you would never have thought that you would be when it came to making a film. Since I'm from Charlottesville, Virginia, I have filmed most of my scenes in Charlottesville, Virginia. Now, I will say in some of my older scenes in my older footage in the original, which is sitting somewhere in Alabama, I did film a couple of scenes in Canada at the Etobicoke Gym. Okay? Good gym. Met great people there. So, just so that you know, they're not in the shit you're watching now on YouTube, but they were in the original where I did certain scenes in the Etobicoke Gym. I've also did certain scenes in Nike Park in Smithville, Virginia, which is my second home because that's where my dad's people are from. So whenever I had a free moment to go to Nike Park, I shot in serene places that looked cool. So the problem with filming outside and not having a studio of your own to film in is that everyone and their mother is there. So you have a choice. You can answer their questions or you can be an ass. I am an ass. Posthumously, I am an ass. However, I am an ass who lives in the real world who knows that without customers to watch and enjoy your films, you will never work in any town whatsoever when it comes to being an actor. So when the people are there and they ask questions, I gladly participate in the Q&A. And so like, why are you filming this? I say, well, I'm trying to break into this business because acting is a dog-eat-dog world. And either you've got it or you don't, and either you will be noticed or you won't. And when it comes to independent films, you know, everyone that can see me on the internet will see my film. Everyone who was expecting like a big, high Showtime or HBO series or whatever, no, you won't, because those guys aren't looking at me. You know, unless I get yay so many followers here, no one can give a flying fuck or a monkey's ass about the multicultural guy who makes kung fu films, who would like to venture into other things, but he does not have the money to make these things happen. And I would start a GoMeFund, but I don't know if that shit's gonna work. Who's gonna give a 42-year-old man money to make a film? No one. So therefore, especially a kung fu fantasy film, you know, it's not like Raymond Chow's over in China. He's gonna say, hey, I like that guy. Let's get that half-breed looking guy to come over here to China and make some movies. I will go. I will gladly sign a contract with you, Raymond branch out. However, I would prefer to do superhero movies, but I'll take what I can get at this point because I'm 42 years old and I'm not getting any younger, and I need to do acting before my age catches up with my face. All right? So, as I was saying, the things that can go monsterly wrong, besides my mom, you know, that happens. People cutting into your film while you're filming. Because we did a lot of filming in the Monticello Trail in the Ravenna Greenbelt. These are parks and trails, and they belong to everyone. And as long as there's no sign saying that I can't film somewhere, guess what? I will take my Canon cameras, all three of them, and if my JVCs were still working, I would take them, and guess what? I will set them some bitches up on tripods and film and film and film and film until my fucking balls explode. Why? Because no one owns public parks. And until they put up a sign or pass a law that says you can't film everywhere in Virginia, guess what? I will film until my balls explode because that's what I do. Making kung fu movies make me happy. So did you guys understand this? I'm really not really giving a damn about the fame. The fortune would help. But what I really want to do is make kung fu movies because they make me happy. But I want to venture more into that. I want to venture more into making films of Native American legends. I want to make all kinds of movies. The problem is I can't seem to get noticed. So what do? You keep soldiering on because you have no choice. If this is something that you want to do, my advice to you is start a little bit younger than 27. Because I've been trying to get into this since I was 27. So since like 2001, 2, 3, 2006, I think. No, 2007. Between 2000 and 2007 is when I started taking it seriously. Now, way back in the 90s, they've had cattle calls come through, and I've done some extreme shit and still didn't get into films, alright? And when I say extreme shit, I literally, had, not like this much hair, just a little bit shorter, and shaved it as bald as my forehead. So I was looking like this to try and get into Major Payne with Damon Wayans. I had boycotted the hell out of that movie because that fucking casting director made me go to a barbershop and shave off all my curls to get in the role as an extra, and I didn't get it. After I got back there, I almost got to fighting with a long-haired actor. I don't know who you are. Congratulations, because you're working and I'm not. And the casting director told me, I'm sorry, the role that you were going to get has been filled. We have all the extras we need. Go home. So I left Miller School mad as hell and bald-headed. I don't like being bald-headed. My military picture shows that me and bald heads do not go good together at all. We look like something that a Klingon shitted out. Anyway, these are things that I've done, I've gone to almost every single casting call that has ever stopped in Charlottesville or Richmond. I've gone to them all. And again, with everything that could go wrong, I'm sorry, you're not what we're looking for. It's not that you're not having the fire or the desire to do this. It's just that you, in particular, are not what they're looking for. Up until the last one I went to, and I'll tell you guys about this before, so I'm not going to give you the whole shebang about the list. But apparently, there is a list. My ass wasn't on it. The closest that I've ever been was when they had it at the Jefferson School. I forgot what movie it was, but the only reason that the person even gave me a look was because she was Native American. And she assumed that I was full-blooded Native American, and she asked me what tribe I was from. And I was like, I'm not from a tribe. She's like, you look like you're Native American. I said, no, I have some Native American in me, but I'm not full-blood. She's like, well, you probably could go to this casting call that they're having next month in Richmond. Well, I did go to that casting call, but there was a problem. In fact, I will tell you that the casting call was for the movie Pocahontas with Colin Farrell and Christian Bale as John Roth and John Smith. Yeah, that was filmed around here too. Virginia secretly has a lot of movies that are filmed here, but no local actors are ever really in it. All right? We might get roles as extras. In fact, the only role I've had that's been noted was Peter Fawcett, and I played a slave. Okay? And on the fly, I had to learn my role that night because everything they had me preparing for a month in advance was bullshit. Again, making independent films, I have learned that these things are just a part of acting. So again, thank you, Mr. Ruff, for giving me that opportunity. But anyway, so I get to the Richmond thing, and these guys like totally screwed up. So it was for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and the only day I was available to go was Sunday. So for the first 2 days, apparently they didn't see all the mixed kids because they were looking for people who were actually multicultural. Shishing. I spent 8 hours in line. Never got seen. Because they were closing at 9 o'clock. We walked around the hotel, into the hotel, the circumference of 3 waiting rooms. Got to the steps, it was 9 o'clock, and guess what? They were done. So if they didn't see you by 9 o'clock, guess what? That was the last day. And you weren't being seen because they had no programming to let the women and kids go first and then the adults. So it was a big old clusterfuck, and I didn't get any role. So I didn't give up, you know. I went through like 9 more of those things. Some at the Sheraton, some at the Holiday Inn, some at the Cavalier Inn, and finally we got to my last one when I learned about this motherfucking list at the Omni Hotel. Now you would think that if people were in the business of making movies, no matter where you are or where you're from, you would be willing to make movies. Yeah. Keep dreaming, folks. The only way you're in a place where no one really notices you and you want to make movies is to make them yourself, and that's what I've been doing. So in my part-time, I'm not giving up. I'm just going to try to find a better way of getting it done. Yeah, I can make a weekend. I can make a movie in 3 weekends, given the right people, the right resources, and the right time scale. And that's just filming. I can put the footage together within less than a week, 3 days max, as long as I have the script to go by and as long as I know what I'm trying to put forth so that everyone can see it. The cutting and the editing process is the hardest part. No. But as a director and as an actor, you have to view things differently. If you're the actor and the director in the movie and you're also the producer, you know what you want. So it's going to be easy. But when you're acting in someone else's film, you have to give them what they want, which is easy for the actor sometimes. It really pushes your acting chops. No. So I'm going to close out because I've made 2 15-minute videos, and this would be the 3rd one. I'm not at the 15-minute mark yet, but I'm going to stop so I can start posting these up right now on Kung Fu Havoc number 2. So, again, let me thank everyone who's ever been in my films, who has given me a chance to try and fail. I want to thank you guys for all that you've done. I'm not going to go through your names again. I want to thank you guys who backed me. I want to thank you guys who supported me. And this is not the end of me. No. This is like a hiatus. So we can decide what to do next. And believe me, if I can find a project that can just blow everyone away, I'm going to do that. I also want you to know that my graphic novel is finished, so I need to find my tape with my videos. So I'm going to be looking for that all weekend long with all my songs to go to the graphic novel. I want to put those up before I get the video of the graphic novel up on either Facebook or YouTube. Or if I can find a publisher to online publishing, I'm going to do that. So, oh yeah, it's called Love 13. And I'm also starting another graphic novel called American Kunoichi, which is basically called American Ninja for those who are not Japanese or understand Kunoichi is female ninja. Alright, so we're going to do that. And I want to thank you guys. I'm James Williams Jr. This is Kung Fu Havoc number 2. Be seeing you. And again, thank you very much for tuning in.